What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. We will be continuing the rebuild process on the F30. We're gonna try to start installing everything back. I did buy the crash bars, and I pretty much needed those to start installing like the intercooler, condenser, and radiator, mainly because if you do start installing the radiators and all that, you won't be able to reach like the screws for the crash bar, or you will, but it will be really difficult. So I didn't want to go through that process, because I did when I had to take everything off. I took it off in the wrong order, but we did get it done, and we did learn from our mistakes. That's all that matters. So I'm gonna make sure I don't do the same thing again. And I have the crash bars now. I picked those up from BMW, and we will go ahead and install those, and then we'll start putting everything back together and all that good stuff. So we'll see how far we get today. I want to get the fluids going again through this car, turn the car back on, let it run for like a while, and just let it warm up, let the engine run and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. All right, guys, so picked these up from a BMW dealership. This is like the only place where you can buy these crash bars from. I was looking online, and they sell them from on eBay from like Lithuania or something sketchy like that. So I was like, screw that, I'm not trying to give it. Wasn't even in US dollars, it was in some other currency. So I was like, whatever, forget it. I'll go to the dealership and buy these. So these are OEM. Can never go wrong with OEM. So let's go ahead and install this, and after we install this, we can start putting all the new radiator, condenser, and all that back on. Alright, guys, so I got the crash bars on, the radiator supports. So basically these side things that hold up the radiator right here, I got all those on. I got the crash bars. I don't know why, but my camera isn't recording. Like, I'm recording some time lapses and some of them aren't even saving. I don't know what's up with that. So I think I'm like out of storage or something, but I try to delete a lot. So hopefully they start saving, because every time I'm going back to look at them, they're not there. I don't know what's up with it, but pretty much I got these on. Very simple, just 3 screws over here on the side, same on this side. And I got the intercooler on. This one was kind of a pain. These hoses are really annoying. The clips they have on these, those are super annoying, but it's all good. We got this on, everything's nice and sturdy. I have to screw on some brackets here to keep these more sturdy. And I think we'll be ready to start putting the radiator and the condenser on, start plugging all the hoses back together, and after all that, fill her up with coolant and all the fluids and start it up, because I want to let this car run, because ever since I got it, I didn't like let it run for a while. So I just want to let it run, get the engine back warmed up. Who knows the last time it was actually like driven like a good minute. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna put you guys back on the tripod and continue the time lapse of me screwing everything back on. I'm gonna also put on these not radiator. I don't know why I keep saying radiator supports, but these are headlight supports right here. I'm gonna put those on because those are really hard to put on after you put on the radiator and condenser. So we'll put those on both sides, and then we'll start putting on the radiator and condenser. So we'll go from there. everything plugged back in, the fan plugged in, all the coolant hoses. I'm gonna run to the store, buy some coolant, fill it up, and turn it on, make sure everything's running smooth. I want to do all this before I like screw everything on tightly, and just in case I do have to take everything off. I hope I don't, but just in case, I'm not going to tighten everything on, but all the hoses are connected. I'm going to put the intake box on, and we'll start her up and see how she runs. Hopefully there's no leaks. I'm going to look under the car, check for leaks and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and run to the store, buy some coolant, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so I went ahead and went to O'Reilly's, bought some of this pre-mixed coolant. This is for BMW, so I didn't buy the OEM BMW just because they're closed right now, and I read online and this actually works just as well. So I'm gonna go ahead, fill her up, and then start the bleeding procedure. All right, guys, first startup. I'm gonna have to rewire this. All right, everything's connected, nothing's leaking. Looks like the coolant is holding in there. So let's see how she runs. Actually, first we have to bleed her. All right, so you can hear the coolant bleeding. I don't know if you can, but I can definitely hear it. Takes about 12 minutes is what they say, so I'm gonna set a timer. After 12 minutes, this whole system should be bleached, so I'll get back to you guys when that's done. Let's see what codes or errors or whatever you want to call it I have. So go down to check control. All right, so hood open, obviously. Chassis stabilization, that is mainly because my control arm's messed up, and ever since I drove the car with it, it popped up, so that's gonna have to be reset. That's not a big problem. Passenger restraint system. So a lot of these codes are happening just because the car is kind of in limp mode, so a lot of them will pop up. So as soon as I plug everything back together, a lot of these will go away. So as you can see, a lot of them are really minor, like washer fluids that time of day, left turn signal. Obviously I don't have a headlight on there. Yeah, daytime parking light. Yeah, so all these are very easy fixes, and then we'll reset everything and see what other codes we have. But for now, everything else looks fine. Looks like a Christmas tree right now on my dash. For this car, you put it on low beams. You set this to the lowest fan setting, and then turn the heat all the way up, and then you hold the gas pedal down for 10 to 15 seconds, and then you'll hear the bleeding process start. And like I said, that takes about 12 minutes, and then the whole coolant should be through the system, and then we'll check for leaks. All right, so first start up. I mean, everything runs pretty smooth. I just don't know what this ticking sound is. Yeah, she's going pretty smooth for the most part. All right, guys, so the fan did turn on. That's a very good sign. Let me see if I could, I don't know if you guys can kind of see it over there. But yeah, it's actually running really smooth. Super happy. No leaks whatsoever, so that looks good. Ignore all this. This is the cord for the hood latch, but yeah, perfect test start. Everything's looking good. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna turn it off and see if it turns back on, because before my battery is completely dead. I wonder now if it's charged up a little from the alternator, if it'll turn back on. So let's check. Let's turn it off. Turn it back on. Hey, whoa. That was a little rough. Yeah, I'll probably need new coils and all that, but there we go, boys. All right, guys, so that does it for today's video. I'm very happy with how everything turned out. Everything went pretty smooth for the most part. I'm really happy she runs like really smooth. The idle is like, it's not even jumpy or anything. So I will probably end up changing like spark plugs or the ignition coils. I'm gonna run a, what's it called? I'm gonna plug in the OBD scanner and see if the ignition coils are bad or spark plugs, and see what else I need to do, little things. But for the next video, I will I still need to get this front reinforcement piece right here, and then the front brace, and then obviously I'll need the headlight. I already have the hood and bumper, so just little things like that. And it's starting to come together, so probably in 2 or 3 more videos I'll have this thing complete. I'm very excited for how it turns out. It's my first F30, so very excited for these. I love these cars a lot. I will for sure buy more in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's kind of all over the place, but that's what it's all about. You know, when you're rebuilding these cars, you always run into things. So thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you guys for the support. Make sure you give this video a like if you guys enjoyed it, if you enjoy this type of content. If you're not subscribed, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. And like always, all my social media is linked down below, so if you guys want to check that out. With that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.